What makes a community? What's a community without law enforcement? I can promise you today, without a community, we don't exist. My name is Louie Michael. Left here in my country when I was 4 years old. My dad was in the military under the Saddam regime. Displaced from my country because I needed a better lifestyle. Left Iraq in the middle of the night, came into a refugee camp in Turkey. While in Turkey, we were in tents. And this is no typical tent, like you're at the desert hanging out with your family and having a good time. This is home. I remember this because it's near and dear to me, and the reason why I'm here today. I remember having those thoughts of maybe one day coming to a country that's going to appreciate me and my family for who I am and what I've done. My family out there in a complex after leaving the tents, and understanding that one day there's going to be hope. Here in the U.S., my biggest impact was in 4th grade. Miss Verdusco was my 4th grade teacher, and I was that kid that just wanted to smile with everybody because I cared about people, and they cared about me, and they made it feel like I was part of this family. Never gave up on me. Even during breaks and lunches, I would spend time with her and not play with the kids because she was so sweet to me. And then 5th grade with Miss Maya's class. That was another teacher that made an impact in my life. I look at, my middle school days and knowing that the teachers that were there in my life that impacted me in a mentorship, and I'm totally grateful for that. Didn't even want to leave middle school because I was so attached to those teachers, and they were just so great to me. And thinking like everybody else that your family wants you to be a doctor or a lawyer, wearing a Halloween costume in 7th grade. But clearly my passion was something else. There they are back in middle school, and then also just saw them recently, and I keep in touch with them because they're an impact in my life. Graduation from high school, still local, ElCajon Valley High, but at the same time, knowing that those people were there to help me get to where I am today. Ran a family business, obviously, because I couldn't be a cop then, due to the fact that I wasn't 21 at the time, and I knew they weren't hiring, so I had to put myself through a police academy. But it wasn't until I met an officer, put the ElCajon Police Department name, Officer Barber. He was 2 doors down, and I was that kid on his bicycle that was asking him questions. I really thought he was a superhero. He would pull up in his police car, he would spend time with his family, and then he would go back to work, and after he's done, he's with home like everybody else. And I'm like, well, that person clearly makes a difference in the community that lives in and spends times in, and I want to be just like him. Put myself through a police academy at Grossmont College, and I knew that there was no way of getting hired unless I put myself through at the time. Graduated in 2007, and then there was another academy that I had to be part of in order to be a level 1 post within California, and that was Southwestern College. And being with that Southwestern College made an impact on my life to give back to the community that I am today. While being a reserve with the ElCajon Police Department, I put in 311 hours of reserve time, which was every Friday and Saturday. As soon as I had time for me to go out on ride-alongs with those officers, I was out there with them, just like everybody else. And then I got hired in 2008, and I was under oath to protect this country and the people that I live with today. My job today is just giving back to the community that gave me something when I didn't have it. They didn't look at me and said, hey, you're from another country, that you can't do the job, or you don't meet the height requirements, because everybody told me cops are 6 foot tall and you're so small. Are you going to make it through an academy? And I told them, it's not about the size. It's what's in here and what you believe in. And at the end of the day, you'll get to where you want to go. Remember those mentors, remember those people that make an impact in your life, and remember those people matter to you. And if they didn't spend time on making that happen, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you very much.